Welcome back to the channel. This week you're building wealth with me. I'm Jacob. If you know me, then you know that I'm doing this weekly series of going through my budget and showing you exactly how much money I'm spending on my wants, my needs, my rent, expenses, stuff like that. And my goal is to help you make it through every single week and hit your financial goals as well. Because whenever we're making money, but we're not keeping track of where all of our money is going and how we're spending it, then the money just kind of drifts off. It disappears. And that's the number one way people never build wealth, is they never created a plan for their money. So on this channel, I have a plan created for my money. I show it to you, show you exactly what I'm doing. And then you can follow along. You can make those hard decisions for yourself every single week and say, like, I shouldn't spend more money on my wants this week because I have bigger goals for investing. Jacob's doing it. He's doing a good job. Maybe he's doing a bad job. I don't want to be like him, like you'll see this week. And yeah, so I want us to be on this wealth building journey together. Doing a budget, it's boring, it's not fun, you have to stick to it. It's about being disciplined. It's about saying that I have this goal for myself, this longer term financial goal, and I'm gonna stick to it. So let's do it together. And I'd also like to say that today is June 15th, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I myself am not yet a father, but I've always said I want to be first 30 years old before I have kids, and right now I'm 28. And I've always said I also want to have $1 million by the time I have my first kids, which has brought a lot of criticism onto me, but you know, it's my life, that's my dream. Money buys freedom, it buys time, and whenever I go to have my first children, my first son, daughter, child, whatever, I want to have the freedom and time to literally do whatever I want with them. Take them to school, take them to extracurricular activities, cook them breakfast, cook them dinner, do everything I want because I'm not pressed for money. I want to have all the time in the world, and that's why it's been my goal. So maybe that's your dream too. Maybe you already have kids and you just want to have be in a better financial position. Maybe you don't have kids. Maybe someday you want them like me and you want to have a bunch of money before you have them. Maybe you don't want kids at all. You just want a bunch of money. That's okay too. So on this channel today, we're going to go through my budget and show you exactly what I have set up. So the goal is that every single week I'm spending $250 on groceries. Then on my wants, going out with friends, getting coffee, stuff like that, I'm spending $87 a week. My expenses, this is everything from my maid, from towing services, subscriptions, HBO, stuff like that. I'm spending $167 a week. And then on rent, I'm trying to spend $1,200 a month. And then that leaves me with $784 left over because in total, I'm bringing in about $5,000 in monthly income. And all of this budgets out to $5,000. So this past week, I did pretty good on the groceries. Actually, I hit $250 right on the spot. I bought some soda water for $15, supermarket for $229, and got some artisanal bread at the local bakery for $4.80. Puts me at $250. Now, on the one side, I'm trying to spend $87 a week, which is $348 a month. I came in at $95.98, so definitely bad Jacob right here. I'm going to put that in red. What did I buy though this week? I mean, some of this stuff wasn't even fun. Extra internet for the phone, watching too much, using too much data, watching too much YouTube. Bought some Pepsis. Again, bought some more artisanal bread. I may have actually doubled that, so that might be right. I make mistakes sometimes too. So going through here some more, I spent between like using the subway, the actual local transportation, and some wine and some toilet paper, I spent $12.36. And then some other wines for $26. But here's the most fun that I had. My wife and I actually went to a local bakery. You can tell I'm a huge fan of bread. We got these kind of croissant things with a filling called dulce de leche and crema pastelera. Got a cookie. So I was over by about $8. Maybe not if we can take out this artisanal bread because I think that I doubled that up on accident. So I was over a little bit this week. Don't do that, right? Like I'm setting a bad example, but it's just the truth of what happened here. Lastly, I got my expenses. I'm trying to spend $167 a week, and expenses for the month kind of come in just whenever they come in. So that's whenever I'm charged for my medical insurance. That's whenever I need to fill up the gas tank in my car, things like that. So it's not always $167 a week. Like last week it was $315. This week it's $255. Right now I'm at a total of $570 for the month. My total is, I hope, comes in to $668 for the month. I think I'm going to be over for this month, but I'm still kind of figuring out this new budget. I have another video explaining that I recently got laid off from my job, so my income went from $170,000 down to $60,000. So this whole budget's only the second week that I've been on it, so I'm still trying to figure things out. But I did spend $255 last week. Again, I'm at $570 for the month. I am so far doing pretty good. So for the month, I'm trying to spend $1,000 a month for the groceries. I'm at a total of $500. I'm trying to spend $348 a month for those wants, down here at $177. So I'm halfway there. I'm still doing really good, and we're halfway through the month, so I'm on track. The expenses at $570 for the month, and I'm trying to spend $668. Again, I think they're going to come in a little bit higher. I think I under budgeted for what these expenses are actually going to be. But on the plus side, my rent was prepaid through this month. I paid this over a year ago, because I've been living in this apartment for over a year, and I pay the whole year up front. I've been living here for quite a long time, and all this is prepaid, and this is my last month here, and then I'm moving to some Airbnbs in the south of Chile, and I think I already have next month's paid too. I'm gonna have to check that out. But if I am over on these expenses this month, because I can control these two things, I can control how much I'm spending on groceries. I'll make sure that this doesn't come in over $1,000 for the month. I can control my wants. I'll make sure that these don't come in over $348 for the month. If my expenses do come in higher, then I'm not too worried about it, because I know I'm not spending this $1,200 a month on my rent. So I have a little bit of a buffer here, and I should be able to invest still like $784 a month for my total investments, the money I'm setting back for future use. And that's the fun part of all of this. At least I think this is the fun part of all of it, is the amount that I get to invest. And right now, if I go to my brokerage account, you can see my total value. It's been a little bit of a volatile volatile week this week. So I was up a little over $640,000. Now I'm at $632,000. But this is what's crazy, and what I love about having such a large portfolio is look at just the day changes on some of the stuff. Like whenever there's a 3% change, I added some money to my account. I had to roll over an IRA. But like 3.4% only equates to $21,000 in my total portfolio, because it's so high. I love this. The 2-year change, $410,000. That's how much money my portfolio's gone up over time. Of course, that includes money that I've put in here myself, but 185%. This to me is like the super fun stuff of budgeting, setting money back, and then watching it grow in an account over time. I look at this like every week. Shamelessly, I look at it more than that, sometimes every day, and I probably shouldn't. But to me, this is like what it's all about. It's about being able to put my money on a plan. I know exactly how much I'm spending every single week, and then I get money left over to invest. I throw it in this account, and I watch these numbers grow. And as these numbers grow, I just think about all of the limitless opportunities I'm going to have in the future with all of this money that's just going to be compounding and growing and growing and growing. And this to me is like financial freedom, and why I do a weekly budget, why I'm tracking my dollars every single day, and why I think you should too. So I hope this was useful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Of course, we'll be back next week with my weekly budget. And I'm also thinking about doing something at like the end of the month to just give a monthly wrap up, which I definitely should. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good week. Stay disciplined. Stay on your budget. Create a financial plan if you haven't yet. This is how you build wealth. The devil is in the details. See ya.